Thank you. Yeah, moving forward in conference play, obviously it's we hit a rough patch, losing our last three. Kind of think we've taken a little bit of a step backwards defensively from where we were in the non-conference part of our season, but our guys continue to work hard. They continue to be very coachable, and we're looking forward to playing a very good Arkansas State team on Thursday.
Thank you, Coach. Our first questions come from area code 336. Caller, please identify yourself and go ahead.
Hey, Coach, this is Tommy Bowman. How you doing?
Hey, Tommy.
How glad are you to get to play at home for most of the rest of the season? That's going to be different.
Well, Tommy. I mean, if you look at the schedule, it's not entirely like that, but it's good to be home to play in front of our fans. We have the students back now, so yeah. Anytime you don't have to jump in a bus or a plane, that's a good thing. So we're obviously any game we can get at home. We love it, and if they want to give us more games at home and take us off the road on some, we'd accept that too. I know you haven't made a big deal of it and not having to to make an excuse, but how tough has it been to have played so much on the road? I think 10 of your 13 games on the road. How challenging? Yeah, I mean it's definitely challenging. The travel definitely wears on you a little bit, but the big thing is that there's no excuses. Everyone deals with the travel, especially when it comes to league play. So you're dealing with teams that have also, had to do the same travel you had to do. So, we don't focus on that, and we don't want our guys focusing on it either.
Yep. I guess more so recently, though, this last swing that you had, I think you had 4 games in 8 days, and 3 of those were on the road. How challenging was that, and did it show toward the end of it?
Well, it's challenging because I eat. I try and keep up eating with the team, and they eat a lot, and then I eat a lot, and I gain a lot of weight. So that's not a good thing. But the travel, it is what it is. And again, Tommy, it's something that I'm sure that everyone's going to look at after the season. But right now, and where we are, we just have to deal with the next game ahead. And whether it be at home or on the road, figure out how to get there, make our guys as comfortable as possible, preserve their legs as best as possible, and then and go from there.
Right. And I understand you didn't practice yesterday. I guess that was counted that as the day off you had to take. And did that come at a good time? Was that needed maybe to get some legs back?
It's needed in terms of physical fatigue and in terms of mental fatigue. It's good to get a little break, and the guys will come back in a little while here today, ready to go.
Right. And I saw the release on the transfer you're getting. What's the reason for him transferring? Was that a playing time thing? I know he only played 1 game, I guess, this season.
No, he was John was not on scholarship there, and he's coming here basically because of he had some reasons that he wanted to leave Mercer and get a little closer to home. And so, obviously, coming from a program like Mercer, we had no problem adding him to our roster.
Right. Are you filled up scholarship-wise for next year? Do you still have one to give? Or
yeah, we still have one to give, yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah, thanks, Coach. Appreciate it.
Tommy.
All right, thank you, Tommy. Our next questions come from area code 828. Caller, please identify yourself and go ahead.
Hey, Coach. Steve Barrow of the paper.
How are you?
Good. Just to kind of touch on Tommy's theme, you didn't practice yesterday?
Correct.
Is this a good chance to just kind of step back after the 4 games right in a row, like 8-9 days? You guys kind of want to take a breath with that and kind of maybe iron out some things in practice, or how does the practice work out?
Yeah, it's good to get out on the floor and practice again. Instead of walking through in a hotel ballroom or a meeting room or something like that. So yeah, it's good to get out on the floor and practice. But I mean, they're young guys, and they take care of themselves. We're really big on how they take care. Whether they're hydrating or eating the right things or getting enough sleep. So we try and prepare the best we can for the rigors of the travel. But again, I mean,
it's you know, we needed a day off, and we took it, and we're ready to get going again.
And speaking of that, you've got, I think, 5 games in 9 days once again starting Thursday. But the good thing is you've got 3 of them at home. How does that affect your schedule as far as, well, practice or whatever? I mean, because now you're not spending days or nearly as many days in airports and bus stations.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's you know, we're right now we have to worry about Arkansas State, and you know, I let the other coaches worry about our games that are coming up after Arkansas State. My full focus is on them, and you know, as we go through practice and preparing for the games that we have coming up on the weekend and after that, you know, we base it on how we're feeling, how our legs are, and that's how I determine, you know, what we're going to do in terms of practice.
You becoming an expert at Southern airports?
Well, you know, I've gone places I have not gone before, so I get to check these places off here. Yeah, you know, I'm pretty familiar with some places now. I'm sure I'm going to be even more familiar with them after a couple more weeks. You guys are playing double headers. I know they didn't do that in the Southern Conference. Do you like that? Do you not like it? Or does it matter? You know, I'm not. You know, it's great to be able to see, you know, Angel and her team play a little bit. But I'd rather, you know, I'm not a big fan of the doubleheaders. And you know, I'd rather, you know, if they're playing on a different day, rather be able to sit up in the stands and watch them without having to worry about a game in a half hour. So, yeah, I'm not a big fan of the doubleheaders.
Well, you kind of just give a preview for the Arkansas State game coming up. What you got?
You know, I mean, we were fortunate when we played them down there. You know, we made some tough plays at the end. We didn't play as well as I thought we should have, and I know Coach Brady feels the same way about them. So I'm sure it's going to be you know, a very physical game, a game that you know, 2 teams are going to really be attacking each other, and you know, we're looking forward to it.
That's about all I had. Appreciate it, Coach.
Okay.
Thank you, and thank you, Coach. That's about all the time we have for you. We do appreciate it, and thank you for joining us, and best of luck the rest of the season.
Great, thank you.
Thank you.